again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, once again, is all over the place. Looking at my portfolio, down thousands, thousands, and thousands of dollars. Bitcoin sitting at $72,000, $73,000 right now. Just a few weeks ago, we were at 87, 88, 97, $98,000. You're talking about $25,000 in a matter of a few weeks. This is what we have to deal with when you are invested into cryptocurrency. When you're invested into a volatile asset, these are some of the things that you're faced up against. You can't cry about it because you knew what it was that you were signed up for when you downloaded the doggone app. So, damn, $25,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks is diabolical. I'm talking about bananas. Some people take them months and months, maybe a year to make $25,000. We are down $25,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks. Those of us who own one Bitcoin, those folks who own multiple Bitcoins are down thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in the last couple of weeks. So, what are we doing right now? What is going on with the cryptocurrency market? What type of things do we expect to continue? Do we expect to continue to see the market slide down, continue to crumble where it is, or is this just typical bear market stuff? This just regular old bear market issues. Don't cry about it, don't pout about it, hold your head up. Is that what they say? Just hold on, just be patient. Is that what they continue to tell us to do? Well, looking at your portfolio and you down $25,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks, could have went and put down a down payment on a piece of property, could have bought it, could have did so. Imagine what you could have done with $25,000. But the same thing make you laugh and make you cry. Same thing make you cry and make you laugh. When the market is going up, we don't cry and complain about it. When we're making $25,000 in 2 weeks, we don't cry and complain about it. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. What levels do you think that Bitcoin is going down to? Currently, right now, I just saw $72,000. $72,000 seems to be the level that is hitting. We did dip below the $75,000 low level. That was the support and the lows of the year of 2025. Last year, we saw Liberation Day and the market crash. Doom and gloom. What levels did it get to? It got to $75,000. What levels are we at right now? The levels that we're at right now are $72,000. Dude said, he said, you look poor. You know what? Blocked. How about that? For the poor man, let me block you. Let me take care of that. Hey, you got some clowns on here, man. These clowns will say anything. So I gotta make sure when you come into the house of Stock Holiday, you already know the rules. We don't play around here. We don't do all that joking, all that clowning stuff, all that disrespectful stuff. Let's see who we got rocking and rolling with us on this wonderful, glorious evening. Who else we got? The Oracle. What is going on with you? Welcome on this glorious evening. Fragment. What's going on, brother? He said, "What up, Coach?" He said, "Bit by bit, all the way. Bit by bit, all the way." We are seeing a lot of the gains that we had captured earlier this year are gone, bit by bit, with $72,000. But is this what was expected? Is this what was expected? We talked about that the bear market signs and signals were popping up and showing in 2025. Now we're here. We are deep in it. So how low will this market continue to go? Who else we got? Zorro. Zorro, what's going on with you, man? You say, hey, bro, that's not time. That's not the time to DCA. Well, like I say, it's everybody is the CEO of their own portfolio. So wherever it is that you choose to dollar cost average in DCA, that is up to you. So everybody's different. Outruns New York. What's going on with y'all portfolio? Are you guys seeing The same thing. Are you guys seeing the dips? Are you guys losing? I'm sure everybody's getting beat down. Everybody's portfolio is red. So the larger your portfolio, the more losses that you're seeing. So it's just very tough right now. But this is part of the game. This is what we signed up for. So we can't cry, can't pout, complain about it because we know what it was that we were signing up for. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling. Gun it for life. He said, going to $48,000. Don't buy any more until then, please. He said he could see the market going down to 48K. I'm gonna tell you guys the levels that were. I see it going to based upon a few reasons. We'll get into that later on. Dougie Fresh, what's going on, my brother? Shouts out to Doug 768096. He said you only lose if you sell. Diamond hands always win, coach. I get it. I get it, but it's hard to explain that to everybody because people are looking at their portfolios. They say, yeah, I hear diamond hands. I know how to hold on for dear life, but man, I'm looking at my portfolio and I just lost $2,000 today. I just lost $4,000 yesterday. What if I had a sold a few days ago? That would have prevented me from losing $6,000. So people are looking at it from a few different lenses. See what else we got rocking and rolling. Gun it for life. Say I'm shorting the SPY. A lot of people are doing different things. Like I said, there's always money to be made. You can make money in a bear market if you know what the heck it is that you're doing. I know my man Butter always say, man, just short the market. So everybody is moving different. He said diamond hands is for losers. He said F that rotation and scalping wins. Going to 48K? Probably so. Miss Craig, what is going on with you? Kathy Craig in the house. Welcome to the Wednesday night stock holiday show. Levon Lawrence blocked him. Yeah, I had to block him. I don't come on a stock holiday show cutting up. This show is only for mature audiences only. If you come on here clowning, cutting up, block. Sorry about that. Ricky Romero, what is going on with you, brother? Long time no see. Ricky say, what up, coach? Are these good buying opportunities for Ethereum and Solana, or should we just wait on buying? We're going to talk about that later because if you think that Bitcoin has further to drop, then you know that Solana and Ethereum has further to drop also. Hate to see it. Even seeing Solana get below $100 was really shocking, even though I know that that was the levels, but just to see it happen was like, whoa, it's real. When I seen Solana hit 90 bucks, $91, I said, boy, it's realer than real right now. It is going down. So people are calling for Bitcoin, definitely in the 60s, but they're talking about 50s, $1,000 range. So we can definitely see some lows. We're talking about minus 70%. If Bitcoin get down 70% from its all-time high, you're talking about low $40,000 range for Bitcoin. So imagine what the price of XRP will be if Bitcoin hit $50,000. The price of Solana, the price of Ethereum, if Bitcoin was to hit $50,000. So Peter Morton, what's going on with you, brother? He say, dang, brother, what's good, coach? How you feeling though? I'm cool, man. I'm cool, man. This stuff don't really actually it's exciting, it's fun to me, bro. Seeing this volatility is fun. I don't like to lose money, but it's a challenge for me. It's a challenge to try to get it right. So I'm paying attention to all the moves. I'm paying attention to the slick politicians, the things that they're saying, the things that's not making sense. I mean, I'm paying attention to a whole lot more in this time around. There's a lot more things involved. There's a whole lot more moving parts that we have to deal with this particular moment, this particular cycle. So tough that we got to go through it, but it is what it is. He said, is it only skipping for me? Let me know, is it still skipping? How's the audio? Is the audio okay? He say, don't really lose unless you sell. I hear you. I hear you. Gunning for life. Say I'm down $450,000. Welcome to cryptocurrency, bro. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Down 450K, down a $500,000. Um, well, I mean, if you were close to $1 million portfolio, you get down 50%, that's your number. It's just been a tough road to deal with, man. Doug said Bitcoin might dip down to upper 60s, then in the bull run, then the bull run starts. Definitely possible, but right, damn, gun for life. Say you lost everything. Not if you didn't sell, you still got your positions. I just hope you wasn't over leveraged in some of the leverage plays, or you wasn't too heavily inserted into some of the meme coins. The meme coins are definitely toasts. Tony Trump, what's going on with you, man? Shouts out to Tony Trump. He back again. The infamous Tony Trump. Everybody know Tony Trump. He say he love this stuff. Tony Trump, Donald Trump Jr. Hey, they say they love this stuff. Gunning for life. I hope you're not homeless, bro. Peter Morgan said, "Dang, y'all really?" No, I think he trolling. I don't think he. I hope the brother didn't lose everything. But this is what cryptocurrency does, man. They say hey, you got to be willing to lose it all, which is nasty. That's horrible. They say only put in what you're willing to lose. You got to be willing to see this stuff go to zero. You got to be really ready for the possibility of this stuff to really go to zero, which is, that's tough to even have that come out your mouth. That's nasty. Shouts out to Peter Morton. He said, man, don't get too down and out just because you lost these um, monetary things or whatever it is. You still got yourself. You still got God. Nah. But seriously, have passive income. Shouts out to Peter Morton for placing things back into perspective. Understand that these are just material things that can be regained, that can be recaptured. You could win again. You can make some more money again. But keep these in perspective. Keep your mental strong and solid, and keep God in your life. You'll be all right. Zorro say losing is better than spending it on BS. Yeah, yeah, you definitely want to spend your money on BS. Now, what I tell my sisters, because they like to go to the casino, I'm like, look, man, you could put your money in these investments, whether it's the stock market, whether it's crypto. It might go down 50%, 60%, but you still got skin in the game. You still got that position. You still got them shares. You still got them coins. But if you go to the casino, you lose 600, you lose $1,000, everything is gone. Ain't no get back. I'm talking about it is gone. Now that's a rug pull right there. That damn casino is an A1 rug pull. So I'd rather be in cryptocurrency, in meme coins, Bitcoin, than to be going to the casino to where you leave out of there. You have no more positions. You lose 1,000, that's it. Cryptocurrency, the brother said he lost $400,000. Guess what? He still got skin in the game. Things could turn around. He still got a chance to 5x, 10x, and multiply and get back. But once you walk out them doors of the casino, it's a result. See who else we got rocking. My man C-Mac say, buy when you see blood. When there's blood in the street, you better be ready to eat. When the markets are down, you better be around. You better be ready to scoop that stuff up, because it's easy to buy when the markets are high. When the markets are pumping, it is very easy to buy. Crypto Shark, man, I appreciate the super chat. Always appreciate you showing great gratuity to the Stock Holiday Show. Shouts out to my man Crypto Shark for the super chat. He said, Coach, can't wait for Bitcoin and crypto to finally hit the bottoms to buy heavy. So we just have to figure out where the bottom is. We kind of have to um, know what the bottom look like when it comes. I was taking a look at 2022, which was the bottom after the 2021 top. So we know the top for 2025 was 126. Where's the bottom at? What will the bottom of Bitcoin look like after we hit the top in October 2025? How many months ago was that? That was November, December, January. We're 3 months. We're only 3 months after hitting the top. So I think we got a long ways to go before we really see the true bottom, before we really see the flat surface. Craig Beach, what's going on with you, my man? I be with the GOAT. What's going on with you, brother? You say, what up, coach? What's up with the title? Lost $25,000. Lost $25,000. Look at the price of Bitcoin right now. The price of Bitcoin right now, $73,000. What was the price of Bitcoin a few weeks ago? Price of Bitcoin a few weeks ago, $96,000. If you own the whole Bitcoin, you don't lost 25K. Let alone if you compare your numbers to when Bitcoin hit its top in October 2025 and you just been holding, you didn't sell any of your Bitcoin, guess how much you lost? From October 2025 to right now, you lost $53,000 if you hold one Bitcoin. I hold one Bitcoin. I own 1.5 Bitcoin. So I've lost a significant amount of gains, a significant amount of money. Those guys out there, those big guys who own multiple Bitcoins, $50,000 in 3 months, November, December, January, in 3 months, $50,000 if you own one Bitcoin is the loss, is the L that we've taken. But this is cryptocurrency. We understand how volatile it is. We know it could go down like that, but the same way it go down, it could go up. So when the price was going up and we were making thousands, we didn't cry and complain. So when it's going down, we have to understand the same type of movements and just get ready. If we need to DCA, that's what we're going to do. But we're going to try to identify where the bottom is so we can really get ready and really start to get aggressive when we see these nasty dips. When the dips come, some people are going to be crying and complaining. It's going to be some of us that's going to be salivating. Some of us are going to have a smile on our face. It's going to be exciting. See who else we got rocking and rolling. $25,000 on Bitcoin. He said, what you lose 25K on Bitcoin? If you own one Bitcoin, you got whooped. Let alone altcoins. If Bitcoin went down like that, you know what the altcoins did. Organic production, what is going on with you, my man? Appreciate you, brother. Craig Beach said, yeah, it could get ugly real soon. Well, like I say, man, when Bitcoin, the market go down, it don't go down all of a sudden. You're going to see days like today, will it dip to 72? Tomorrow it might go back up to 75. Then the day after that, you might see 71, 70. So it's gradual moves. It'll reel you back in. You'll see the price start to pump back up. You say, oh, it's going to go back up. Let me get in. Boom. That stuff comes slamming right back down on you. So you really have to pay close attention. Excuse me. Zorro, what's going on with you? Zorro say the price is manipulated by algorithms, so F that. I feel you, my man. Peter Westlake, what is going on with you, man? Shouts out to my man Peter Westlake. Peter Westlake, let's make sure we don't get no more stints, man. No more stints.com. Peter Westlake said, I'm down 1,000, staking and holding. We all know it will rebound harder, see? And that is the great perspective. That is the great way to think. He said, we all know that it will rebound harder. We know that Bitcoin is going to rebound harder. The other altcoins, we just really don't know about these other altcoins, about all of the altcoins, which ones are going to rebound. That is where the homework really needs to go into. Which one of these altcoins are worthy for me to continue holding? Or should I be transferring, exiting out of some of these S coins, these SHIT coins, and transfer them into some of the coins that I think are solid coins? Because all of these doggone altcoins will not survive. Like Gloria Gaynor said, they ain't gonna survive. Zorro say it's really a scam. Not really a scam because Bitcoin's not a scam. Altcoins, like I've been telling folks, they say, "Oh man, altcoins. They got these altcoins called real world assets. Some altcoins are in the AI sector." I say, man, if that's the case, which one of these altcoins do you use in your real world? When you wake up in the morning, you take the kids to daycare. When you go to the gas station, when you go to work, which one of these altcoins are you using in your real world? I don't use any of these altcoins in my real life. So, like the brother say, it's just a scam. Is it just like a multi-level marketing type thing? Multi-level marketing is the legal phrase for a pyramid. Are these just legal pyramids? You got somebody at the top. You need new people to continue to come in. New people that come in are extra liquidity. But eventually, if new people keep coming in, you rise to the top, then you can exit. Then the other people come in at the bottom. They eventually will get to the top. But if nobody continues to enter, it will collapse and crumble. If there's not new money that will be funneling in, that's coming into these coins, these projects will crumble. Spell token, jasmy coin, you name it. If there's no new money coming in, turbo coin, ZBET. If there's no new money coming in these coins will not survive. These coins will collapse. That's why it's so important for these projects to really be out there on social media, to really push their line, to bring in new people. That is why we didn't see an altcoin season because retail investors did not come in. We needed the retail investors. That was our extra liquidity. It didn't happen. The money wasn't there. The economy was jacked up. So shouts out to the retail investors for not coming into the cryptocurrency market and getting beat up. That is what happened 2025. That is why we didn't see an altcoin season. Interest rates, all that stuff, inflation, tariffs, all that, man, people don't have no extra money. There was no extra money to risk playing in cryptocurrency. So we didn't see retail investors. We didn't see the extra money that was needed to continue to flow into the pyramid or the multi-level altcoin. And that, it is what it is. Who's saying what is going on? He said, man, how you lose 25,000? Bitcoin. If you own one Bitcoin, Bitcoin was just $97,000. Now Bitcoin 73, $72,000. You're talking about $25,000 save. Or if you were talking about all-time high Bitcoin in October 2025, just 3 months ago, 3 months ago, you're talking about losing $53,000. Bitcoin was 126K. Now we 72, $73,000. So that is how you can lose $53,000, $25,000 just that quick. Some of us own one whole Bitcoin and it's getting, we got whooped. Doug C say Crypto just opened a $100 million loan on Bitcoin. He knows what's coming. Hold on. Yeah, I've been hearing they say Binance just bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin too, but man, I'm looking at these charts, and these charts are not looking the best. CMAX 6275, you say you good? Yeah, I'm good, brother. Hope you good too. Craig Beach, Tony Trump is in the house, man. Back to back days, we got Tony Trump in the house. Maybe the market's getting ready to recover. Last time we saw Tony Trump come visit the stock holiday show, the markets were doing well. So maybe Tony Trump coming to give us a little bit of a pump, give us some positive catalysts, give us some tips, give us some heads up. Maybe he know how Nancy Pelosi portfolio looking. Maybe he give us some tips. You know, Tony Trump be up in there with the big boys. Miss Denise, what's going on with you, young lady? She say, "Hey, coach and fam, my Solana is under $100. Solana is getting battered and bruised. Under 91, $92 Solana. I'm still having a hard time fathoming that. When I saw $118 Solana, I said, ooh, this is a beautiful price. What a great discount." Then it went to 110. I said, uh-oh. Then it went to 100. I said, oh, ish. That joker at $92 right now. I said, ooh, nasty work. Solana is a big dog. Solana is a big boy. XRP, $1.50. But, you know, it is what it is. What can we do? The Black Reacher, he said, getting ready for this pump any day now. Hopefully we can see a little bit of a relief rally, man. We due for a relief rally. We thought we was gonna have a Santa Claus rally. Thought we was gonna have Pumptober. Um, no pump in November, really. I'm talking about 4 straight months of red. What they do that at? Like the brothers say, it's a scam. It's manipulation. What is going on? What is going on? The politicians keep telling us one thing, but our portfolios are saying something else. Our portfolios are saying something else. Like you say, don't pee on me and tell me it's raining. You gotta watch these jokers that get to talking all this stuff, telling you what you want to hear. He said, "Yeah, I lost all my life savings on leverage." Ooh, shouts out to Gunner for Life for being transparent. Leverage will destroy you. Playing with those leverages, you have to be careful. Corey Drums, what's going on with you, my brother? Good to see you, my man. C Max say, "Hey, coach." He say, "Are you coach or captain?" C Mac, what is good with you? Levon Lawrence say, "Stop. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you do own and use a Tangent Cold Wallet, right? If so, have you received your digital Tangent Pay Visa card?" I don't recall receiving a digital. I don't know. I don't think I recall getting one. I don't like using the Visa cards with the crypto, the Coinbase cards, and all that. I've never been comfortable with those. Doug say, "Paying my monthly bills now from XCN and Best Wallet Token Stake Rewards." XCN definitely paid off well. We made a great profits with XCN. Wow. Oof, that XCN, Turbo Coin. What else did we make? A bunch of. Oof. Yeah, there were some coins out there that, well, we really did make a lot of profit. So we can't really complain. You know, we did take profits here and there, but overall, you know, we're getting destroyed. Corey Jones say, "My wife is threatening to leave me and take the kids." What? Over cryptocurrency? Man, I know you lying. I know you lying. Say, you want to make sure that you don't put money in that you can't lose, that you're not willing to part ways with. So as long as you didn't put none of your bill money, as long as all your bills taken care of, man, you got food to eat, vehicle, gas, all that stuff. You know, the money that we put in is like play money. Instead of to the casinos, instead of going to concerts, stuff like that, that's where our extra money that we've been putting in. dollar cost averaging in. I know some people that go to casino, they'll lose $600. I'd rather open up my app and say, which one of these coins are low? Let me put $100 over here, $100 over there. So, shouts out to you, man. Hopefully, you just joking. Hopefully, your wife is solid. Your kids are good, man. You don't want to hear about nobody going through anything like that. LeVon Lawrence say, whenever my mom's give me money to go buy her lottery tickets for her, I always put $10 of it on XRP for her. That's funny. You take mom's money and put $10 on XRP. And she'll probably be proud of you if XRP get to $10. Make sure you break mom's off, man. Make sure you give her what's rightfully hers. He said household NW down 71%. I don't know what that means. He said, Stock, do you have any advice for me? Rather write it down than pay capital gains tax to Uncle Sam, even if the wife threatens to leave and take the kids. Man, you got to get things right with the wife and kids, bro. You cannot afford to lose the wife and kids, man. You must have did something out of pocket. You must didn't tell her what the up and up was, man. You got to get that right. You got to pray on that one, brother. He said, what is shitty people hating on Saylor for being down over 2 billion now? They don't mention he turned a few million into over 6 billion. Yeah, Michael Saylor's good. Don't let all that stuff fool you. Michael Saylor's solid. I've been hearing a lot of stuff saying that if Michael Saylor do start to lose money, he gonna have to sell some of his bitcoins, and if he sells some of his bitcoins, that's going to cause the market to collapse even further. So now I think Michael Saylor's cool. He said Bitcoin bottomed $58,000. That sound about right. Organic production. He say, homie, stop. What's popping? Not a lot, man. What's popping is our portfolio. Our portfolio is getting popped, man. Getting popped, locked, and rocked. Our portfolios are getting blasted. That's for sure. He said, I agree with Corey. 56 to 60K bottom. Yeah, and we are not too far from that. We're at $73,000. We know Bitcoin can drop $5, $6, $7,000 in one day. So it's like when you go to the doctor, they want to give you a shot. I said, make it fast. I know it's gonna hurt, but I'd rather have it fast. If we gotta go down to these low points, I'd rather hurry up, speed it up. Don't drag this stuff out hella long. Why we gotta wait till September, October, or November? Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Let's go ahead and hit these levels, whether it's 50,000, 40,000. Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Why have to wait for months and months and months going through these down times and all these pump and dumps? You think it's going to recover, then it come back down, but that's part of the game. That is part of the game. Doug say, share some of that beer, man. He say, put attention to project that all that coin. Quant H bar. Kenneth Edwards, what's going on, brother? He said that's why the guys with the trading bots have their satoshis going up regardless of market direction. Trading bots are have become real popular this cycle too. That's another thing that has caused a lot of. I didn't think about that until you mentioned that. The trading bots is another thing that has caused a lot of coins not to explode like they were during the last cycle. Before trading bots got popular, people just used to let their coins ride. Now with the trading bots trigger certain levels and it does automatic selling. So that's why we're seeing a lot of coins that are not growing to levels that we think that they should go because the sales are being activated. Nobody is holding for a long time. Shouts out to Kenneth Edwards for bringing that up to us. Trading bots. Organic production say only coins I'll buy. I'll be buying heavy culture, Bitcoin and Monero. I don't trust nothing else. I don't blame you. From what we have seen in 2025, 2025 showed us a whole bunch. It's hard to trust Ethereum. Ethereum is the big dog. Solana, XRP, these are big dog altcoins. If anything's supposed to be trusted is Ethereum, Solana, and XRP, Cardano, hard to trust them. I was, I'm gonna get to that, but yeah, it's a rough time that we're having to go through right now. Who else we got? Thorzane, he said, I use ICP open chat, social media in my real world. Oh, okay. 100% blockchain. Well, that's good to hear. ICP open chat, social media. I didn't know that. So that's good to hear. At least I would mess with ICP. If they got something that people are using in the real world, that is an awesome thing. Craig Beach say BTC, Bitcoin, Binance, Crow, CC, Canton, one meme coin per blockchain next cycle. A lot of these alts have terrible tokenomics, man. Most coins won't bounce back next cycle. Harsh reality. That's cold. That's cold. But like you said, it's like a multi-level marketing. It's like a doggone pyramid. If you don't have new investors to come in and buy the bottom so they can be your extra liquidity, it will crumble. The pyramid will come crashing down. He said, I use a caffeine AI to build apps on 100% ICP blockchain. No one can use anything else because it doesn't work. Shouts out to ICP if it can do all that. Kenneth Edwards says Satoshis are the bits of Bitcoin. That's confirmed. The real money will come from institutions. Yeah, but institutions have already been putting money in. Institutions are not buying these altcoins. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum had a ETF approved months after Bitcoin, and Ethereum still is underperforming. So just because institutions are around, you have to be careful the reasoning for the institutions. Why are the institutions around? Are they here just so they can tame cryptocurrency, so they can destroy cryptocurrency? Because I wouldn't put it past them. They have never liked cryptocurrency. They have always tried to tap into cryptocurrency and destroy it. So they say, damn, we can't break these blockchains. What? Guess what we can do? We could join them. We could get involved. We can put sugar in their tank. They think they're going to have an altcoin season. Let's pour some sugar in their tank so they don't have an altcoin season. Let's upset each and every one of these cryptocurrency holders. Let's discourage them. How about that? Put sugar in their tank, discourage them, they'll exit. They'll never love cryptocurrency again. Mm. Sound like some large institutions would do? Doug say he said a scam. Search what billionaire Grant Cardone is about to do with Bitcoin and real estate. Yeah, Grant Cardone, that's a whole nother. Yeah, Grant Cardone is a little suspect himself. Craig Beach say next cycle the money will be here. I see heavy money printing coming in 2028, maybe second half of 2027. See, my man Craig Beach already is forecasting 12 months, 24 months out. We're not worried about the next 30 days, the next 90 days. Hey, we understand it is what it is. Come what will, come what may, we understand what the heck is going on. So, shouts out to Craig Beats. He ain't worried about 24 hours. What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen tomorrow? It is what it is when it comes to that. Peter Westlake said, I think Solana, Sui, Ethereum, and Bitcoin H-bar are the safe ones. Those are some great plays. But it is really hard to say what is safe these days. Kenneth Edwards say institutions get in on the trade. That's what's upsetting the market. That's what's upsetting the cycle. I agree. Doug said, I loaded up more American Bitcoin stock, ABTC, today. A nice dip just above $1, down from above $14 per share. Wow. From $14 down to $1? Nasty. But that's a crypto related stock, right? Craig Beach said, yeah, big money is on the perpetual side, 2 million and 2 to 3% gains, and then they out. Thank you. Thank you. These guys don't need to do 3, 4 X's like we do. They just need 15, 20%. That's huge for them because they used to getting 3%, 4%, 5%. That's tough. They done got their butt up in our mix. Kenneth Edwards said this market acts as though Nakamoto's coin moved to an exchange or something. Well, it did. It did move. It moved to the stock market, seemed like. Now that the large institutions have taken over, it's like it's on an exchange right now. They said they couldn't get into it. They couldn't destroy it. They couldn't break it, but they said they can get in there and they could try to manipulate it a little bit. And they've been doing a great job at manipulating the whole Bitcoin. Levon said, yeah, Tangent is slowly rolling out the digital Visa card to all its members. You load the card with USDC, Polygon network, and spend it wherever Visa is accepted. Nice. Oh, okay. So you used it at Walmart last night. Dig that. Ooh, Craig Beach say $31,000 to $37,000 Bitcoin. Makes sense. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Will it feel good? It won't feel good at all. Will it surprise me? Nope. Unfortunately, I would not be surprised to see a $31,000, $33,000 Bitcoin. Oh yeah, if the stock market pulled back 30%, it's a rizap. It's over. People really think Bitcoin will drop 30% though? Man, that recession. But they've been talking about the recession been here for a minute. But they've been covering it up. But the GDP has been underperforming. So I don't know. It's just so much manipulation, man. Doug say Bitcoin is at the stage when the first handful of cell phones were sold, then mass adoption. Load up. He said he had Solana since $7. Sold already though. He said we are disciplined, have patience. God mentions that it's feminine to be in fear. He said people are going to be mad next cycle too. I don't think Bitcoin will pass 200,000 to be honest, but we'll know more by the halving. Yeah, it's definitely been tough, definitely been rough. Our expectations, the thing that we were expecting, have been a lot of shortcomings. I've been reading the comments, seeing what everybody's saying. We going to live. I'm listening to what you guys are saying. This have just been tough. One of the brothers on the comments said, I pulled everything almost 3 months ago, just waiting on my opportunity. So some people have already exited. Some people exited months ago. Now they're just waiting on the right opportunity to get back in wherever they think that bottom is. So shouts out to them for being courageous enough to sell because it's always hard to sell. Another comment said, I'm in the hole too deep. I have no other choice. I refuse to sell at a loss this bad. Just got to ride it out. So I think a lot of people are in that boat. A lot of people are in this boat. The brother said, I'm in a hole too deep already. I have no choice I refuse to sell at a loss this bad. I'm down so bad, I refuse to sell at a loss this bad. I just gotta ride it out. I think a lot of people are in the boat with that brother. Sound like he on the Titanic with us. I'm gonna have to go around there and check on the brother. He probably in the back of the Titanic. Probably got water up to his ankles. Probably trying to learn how to play the violin. He probably knew on the Titanic. So everybody is going through something. Let's see. Another comment from the brother. He said, I've been in cryptocurrency since 2020. I took profits, but not nearly enough. My portfolio down hundreds of thousands. Wow. He said, I can't sell now. I'm frustrated with myself. Anxiety as I see I'm losing more money not selling. So he is in a pretty cold dilemma. He's been in since 2020. He probably round trip, probably made money from 2020 to 2021. Didn't sell in 2021. Well, he did say he took profits, but he said not nearly enough. Said he's down hundreds of thousands of dollars. He said he can't sell now because he's already done down so bad, like the other brothers say. But he says he's so frustrated with himself and anxiety as he continued to see his portfolios bleed. So you would really be upset with yourself if you had $200,000 in your portfolio. You probably started with 20K. You probably did a 10x. You went up to $20,000 in 2021, and now you're looking at your portfolio. You probably got $31,000. You probably got $28,000 in your portfolio after seeing $200,000 in your portfolio. And each day you saying you're still losing thousands. I know one of my portfolios, my Coinbase portfolio. Man, I had had a lot of money in that thing. Did take some. That sound like my comment. Do sound like me. I did take profits, but not nearly enough. I'm like, all right, it's gonna recover. It didn't recover. The coins that I thought were gonna recover, they never rebounded. They just kept on getting destroyed. Boom, boom, and then you mess around, you find yourself losing $10,000 a week. Sometime it'll bounce back, but there is when they say catching a falling knife, boy, your hands all cut up, bleeding, losing. Brother said he's up couple of $100,000. Now he's down. He's beat up, anxiety all over the place, emotional, beating himself up because he know how much money he had in his portfolio. He had hundreds of $1,000s in his portfolio. Now he's taking a look at his portfolio and he's upset. Can you imagine? Then you start to think about all the things that you could have done with all of those thousands of dollars. Could have bought this, could have bought that. But that's the market that we're in. We understand how volatile it is, unfortunately. But like you say, you don't cry and complain when you're making the money, when you're doing an 8x, 5x, 15x, like we did with XCN, like we did with Turbo Coin, AIOZ Network, Pendle. We weren't crying when we was making those multipliers. So you can't cry when the bear market coming, crypto winter come around, and you're getting destroyed. You cannot cry. You got to keep your head up and continue to grind and just try to make the right moves so you can capitalize on the next time when we see the markets recover. So another thing that I noticed that was pretty wild and crazy this particular cycle is Robinhood. We know last cycle Robinhood listed the altcoins. When Robinhood listed these altcoins, the altcoins would explode. Last cycle, when Coinbase listed the altcoins would explode. What happened this cycle? The exact opposite. When Coinbase listed these coins, they didn't explode. They did the opposite. They kind of tanked. When Robinhood listed all these altcoins that we thought was getting ready to explode because they was now listed on altcoins, these coins got obliterated. These coins got whooped. So I'm at the cryptocurrency exchanges too. I'm like, these dudes, they in on it too. It was them, the large institutions, the government, all of them. They was at the top of the pyramid. It was us once again, being extra liquidity. They knew what it was that we were looking for. They knew we was looking for altcoin season. They knew if Robert listed a coin, we would all buy it. We would all think the coin was going to explode. Coinbase knew if they listed a coin, we would buy it. We would come in and be extra liquidity for them. They also make money off of the fees that people are constantly trading back and forth. I mean, once again, we get whooped. The rich get rich and the poor gets beat up. So that's another thing that has been had me kind of perplexed. But bear market, we're sitting there. How long have we been in the bear market? Well, we understand Bitcoin did um, break the MA level back November 2025, whatever it was. So how long will the bear market last? Will it be a 12 to 18 month bear market? Kind of like the other bear markets ran through. You take a look at 2021, November 2021, Bitcoin hit $69,000. That was the top. December 2022, 12, 13 months later, the bottom was in. The bottom of the market was in. $16,000 December 2022. After hitting 69K the previous year. 76% down. Bitcoin took a 76% shave. So you take a look at 2025. We know the top was 126 October. So are we looking, if we take a look at 13 months, we're looking at November 2026. If we're going off of the previous cycle's movements. And with Bitcoin, you can still go off of the previous cycle. Just altcoins is what has been twisted. So do we have 10 more months to go? As we see the market trade sideways, maybe up one week, down the next week, but ultimately we'll get to the bottom of $16,000 like 2022 did. What will our bottom be for 2026? Who knows? Will it be $40,000? Will it be $53,000? You take a look at the levels of 2020. Let's see, what levels are we looking at? 2024 levels. That was the year that Bitcoin happened. Some of the low levels in that particular year was 54, I think $53,000. So those are the ranges I'm looking at that we could probably get to, which were the levels back from 2024, which could be $54,000 that we could see in 2026. Could be our bottom. We could get to 40K, but that is just something that we're going to have to watch. Also, understanding that you can still make money in a bear market, knowing how to swing trade. Right now, we're in extreme fear. So if you're buying in extreme fear, that's the right thing to do. When we have extreme fear, start to act like the large institutions. You get up 20, 25%, take some profits. It start to go down, maybe you exit, get up out of there. Make a little bit money here and there. It's better than continuing to lose so much money. Learn how to swing trade. Pay attention to the fear and greed index. What just happened recently? We saw extreme fear. Then we saw the market get to 50. Extreme and greed get to 50. Then it came all the way back down to extreme fear. These large institutions are swing trading. They taking 15%, 20%. We are the ones who want to be greedy. We find a coin, it go up 80%. We still want to hold it. Sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror as the CEO of your own portfolio and say, damn, how come I didn't take no profits when I was up 14,000? When I was up $7,000? We want to make 100K. We want to make 50K. Overstay your welcome and you will get round trip. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling. If this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday, do me a favor and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tap in with us as we go live all throughout the week. You never know when we gonna pop up. See who else we got rocking and rolling with us. He said we seen a stock market correct. Oh, we ain't seen the stock market correction yet, and the economy hurting. Yeah, hey, we could be cooked soon. Tony say stock is coming back just as fast. You're gonna see some up days, and then you're gonna see them big down days. If this is a traditional bear market, he said $4.7 trillion entering the United States in the next 9 months. Tax funds, 1.2 trillion corporate reparation, 2.1 trillion business investments. Sound good. It'll be beautiful, but he said, nah, some a-holes are gonna buy Bitcoin for 200 for sure. He said, glad I sold most of my crypto in November. Shout out to my boy Organic Production. He did his thug thing. He sold most of his bags in November. The right, the rising. He said Trump new chair lowers interest rates with the 4.7 trillion entering the United States market. We may have that crypto super cycle after all. Hey, that'll be beautiful because everybody's thinking doom and gloom. So if the opposite could happen, that'd be awesome. But I would really be surprised. Well, we were surprised in 2025, so who's to say we can't be surprised in 2026? He said they ain't lowering rates anytime soon, man. They just yapping, creating opium. Doug say when you're way down, you DCA more and end up back in the green on a reversal. He said the new Fed chair is appointed by Trump May 2026. Powell terms over. Yeah, but at the same time, maybe Donald Trump was just woofing. Maybe he was just acting like he wanted to lower interest rates, knowing that Powell wasn't going to do it, but it made him look good. Maybe Trump really didn't want to lower interest rates, but he was just saying that to make himself look good. Man, the manipulation. Being overweight, what's going on, brother? You say I'm too deep in this stuff to sell now. Hodl till all good again. In it to win it. Dougie Fresh say, man, y'all hit the like button. Got all these people online. Y'all ain't hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Let me give y'all a minute to hit the like button. Almost done. Y'all still ain't hit the like button. Appreciate that for hitting that like button. He said, I think it would be like summer 2022. Everyone thought it was the bottom. Then, boom, 15.9K. But this time it would drop from like 45,000 and drop to 35 ish for like 6 to 10 weeks. Whew, that sounds like a horror movie. Eat money, what's going on, brother? He say, at this point, stock, I don't even think if the Clarity Act passes, it's going to make a difference. You ain't lying about that. Excuse me, the Clarity Act is BS. The Clarity Act is not going to move the needle one way or another. He said, we in a bear market for sure. He said, nevertheless, I'm still holding and dollar cost averaging going down with the ship. Titanic going down. We got violin playing. We got cold ones. All the stuff. We loaded up. We got cans of sardine. We got bottled waters. We loaded up. We got canned foods. We ready. We ready. If we got to be out here for 4 more years to the next cycle to after the year after the Bitcoin halving, we got enough water. We got enough sardines. We got Vienna sausages, canned foods. We ready. We got cans of tuna. We ready. We got crackers. We loaded up. We got a little hot sauce. We ready. Because it might be a long one. It might be a long one. Organic say we've been in the bear market for about 4 months now. Another 6 months left. Yep. Work extra long hours over the summer, y'all, and buy Bitcoin and tech stocks. Forget everything else. Awesome advice. Awesome advice. So if you say 6 more months from here, you're talking about July, summer of 2026 could be the bottom. Okay, I could see that. Okay, definitely gonna be close. He said he's just the Fed chair. There's 7 members of the board who vote. Walsh can't drop rates because he wants the market has to be able to sustain it. Plus, a vote happens. Peter Moore, yes, buy that high. He said Trump know damn well we can't lower rates right now. See, Trump is a master manipulator. Trump knows what to say to make himself look good up there complaining. He calling Jerome Powell a jerk. He said, I want to fire Jerome Powell. He won't lower interest rate. Trump know he didn't want interest rates lower, but he telling us that to save face to make himself look good. Cold game. He said you may crack open another beer. Man, the way this market looking, I can't afford it. The way this, no telling what Solana is right now. The way Solana looking, I can't even afford to crack another can. I can't even be stone cold right now. I can't even crack me another stone cold. Solana $91.70, better than $90. Bitcoin $72,700. Ooh, I see 71,800. Damn, Bitcoin hit $71,800 about an hour ago. Damn. Bullish 040, what is going on with you, brother? He said, I wish you will recover the money. Willie Harris, what's going on, brother? He said, could you tell me the best app to start off with in the stock business? I think for beginners, Robinhood is good. Robinhood is very user friendly. If you go into the link in my description, you'll see a link for Robinhood. Download the app. Robinhood is very user friendly. Some of these other um, exchanges, brokerage accounts are very hard to use, but Robinhood is very easy if you ask me. Got it all. We ready? He said, how much money you got? He said, we scooping up this dip. Some people are taking advantage of the dips right now. A Solana at $90. Even if it gets to 70, you got to buy the 90. I got to buy the 90. If I was buying the 110, I was buying the 118. I got to buy the 190. Damn, it touched 71. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's going to do. That's what 2022 did. I vividly remember 2022 like it was yesterday. You hit 71K, then to go back up to 73K to make you feel a little bit, give you some hope. Oh, it might come back. It might bounce back. You get to buying them highs and all that stuff. Boom, 69, 68. You say, damn, I just bought at 73. I should have waited. I mean, and then it just continues to boom, buckle, boom, buckle. levels. Morris 365, he say, God bless you and yours. Much love. Stay in faith and in prayer. Keep up the good work. Brother, losses are part of the game. It's 50-50, man. One good win can take out four bad losses. You ain't lying about that. That's why I say all you got to do is get it right once. You get it right once, you'll forget about all this stuff. You'll forget about all these L's that we are currently taking. One good win will wipe out all of these L's that we are going through right now. So shouts out to my brother, Morris 365. Doug said, I wish everyone massive wealth this year. We are in it to win it. Shouts out to the whole chat. Shouts out to the whole Stock Holiday family, man. We are in it to win it. Positivity through the roof for 2026. Even got to push around 2027, 2028, like my man Craig Beat said. He said, I know ain't nobody gonna tell they peoples about crypto. Oh, now that's hilarious. He said, I know ain't nobody gonna tell they people about crypto next cycle. Crypto had us looking like a damn fool out here. You get to telling people, oh man, you should look at Bitcoin. What you should look at this coin. What about Moodang? This coin Moodang. This coin could do whoom whoom whoom. And it just listed on Robinhood. I'm telling you, it's gonna do whoom whoom whoom. Boy, got you out here looking suspect. Partner never call you again. Man, how come such and such ain't hit me in a while? Oh, I did tell him to buy Moodang at the all-time high. He probably done lost a couple $1,000 on them damn plays. Yeah, that's tough, you know. But if you don't tell people to get in, where's the liquidity gonna come from? How's the markets gonna recover? Who's gonna be buying? That is the issue that we are dealing with. That's what we're up against. So, like Organic say, he only buying Bitcoin, AI stocks, and something else. He said, so everybody's not gonna be dealing with all these miscellaneous altcoins. Them days are over. Kingsley, what's going on, brother? He say, all I'm gonna tell everyone is, if you're already here, please do not leave. Continue to dollar cost average in the best layer ones, and trust me, you will be rewarded. Dollar cost average into these top altcoins, into these layer ones, into these coins while they are at the low levels. We've always seen them cycle and time again. You get into these coins while they're beat down, while they're low, wherever that bottom is during that bear market, and then when the recovery starts, that's when you will make up for all the L's that we're taking right now. Mr. MC said, you only lose when you sell. Sounds good, but when you're looking at your portfolio and you seeing that you've had a couple of $100,000, and now you're looking at it and you got $28,000, tell that to her. He said, I was here in 2021 and the rest was history. He said, you only lose when you sell my butt. That only applies to like 3 cryptos so far. Because they might not recover. They might not recover. So if you don't sell and they don't recover, that's an L. So crypto is different from your traditional investment type thing. There's no regulations. We don't know who's behind some of these altcoins. Most of these altcoins, we don't know who are behind them. No registrations, no owner, all that stuff. We don't know who behind some of these dang coins. Most of these coins, we don't know who behind them. Multi-level marketing type setup. Pyramid type setup. You have no idea who started this pyramid. You could scroll and scroll and scroll. I was going through my portfolio today. I was eliminating hella coins. So many coins I got rid of. Was it today or yesterday? I was getting rid of a lot of BS coins that I had been holding on for way too long. Condensing my portfolio. Let's see, will it show me? All them damn coins portfolio. Hmm. Solana $91, XRP $1.48. Wow. I'm gonna show my history. Recently added coins on Uphold. Uphold still adding meme coins and stuff. It's business. It's business. They added Zora. Zora was also added on Robinhood. CC Canton recently listed on Uphold. It's so many altcoins you cannot. Last cycle, I used to be able to keep up with all the altcoins. I knew all the altcoins. This cycle, people say, "Coach, you heard of it?" I'm like, no, I ain't heard of it. You cannot keep up with all the altcoins that are hitting the scene this cycle. Too many altcoins out there. Markets oversaturated. Liquidity's all over the place. President come out, made a meme coin, sucked out billions of dollars. Solana's allowed to establish so many meme coins, sucking out liquidity from the good projects that were around years ago. There's been so many moving parts that has attributed to why altcoins may not ever be great again. When they say MAGA, we want to make altcoins great again. How can that happen? Will the Clarity Act help us to make altcoins great again? Or is that just some BS? Will it take MAGA to make altcoins great again? Is what we are paying attention to. Or are the days over from when you are buying altcoins, holding altcoins? When these coins come out, they may run up the first 2, 3 days, first week. After that, it's just a spiral down. No legs up under these coins. Are these intentional rug pulls? Mm. See what else we got rocking with us. He said XRP is under $1.50 currently at $1.48. Cold game, boy. He said, Coach, it's either I recover or lose everything. I'm not selling neither my Ethereum nor Bitcoin. The way Ethereum been looking, I'm really looking at Ethereum different now. We were looking at some charts a few days ago, and we kept seeing Ethereum flash $2,200. I'm talking about year after year after year, like for the past, like every other year, we seen Ethereum boom 2,200. It's like Ethereum just won't, it won't blast off. It won't take off. $2,200, 2025, $2,200, 2026, $2,200, 2021. Ethereum's getting frustrated. Is frustrating me. Dougie Fresh say, wrong. If you sell when you're down, you lose. If you hold when you down, and then on the reversal, you back way up, you win. It happened to me. Hey, shouts out to you as the CEO of your own portfolio. As long as it makes sense to you, as long as you win it, you stay employed as the CEO. When you start to lose, that's when you mess around and fire yourself as the CEO of your own company. He said, "Hey, coach, you don't think XRP will recover?" I think XRP will recover, but there's a lot of things that I question. Um, a lot of things I question, especially with a lot of this manipulation I'm seeing, whether it's from the developers, whether it's from the politicians, because when the narrative around XRP is that, of course, once the court cases with the SEC got resolved, XRP was really supposed to explode. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the fact that it's like that never even happened, I mean, that was the big issue for years. We were waiting on that for years. It finally happened, and it's like nothing even happened. It's like nobody even talked about it, like it wasn't a thing no more. I'm looking around like, come on, why ain't nobody saying nothing? Why is XRP not doing nothing? So that's another thing is kind of like this Clarity Act. That stuff, these are just talking points. That stuff with XRP in the court cases were probably just talking points. The XRP developers, he cool, rich millionaire, billionaire, he ain't worried about it. Ethereum Vitalik, he rich billionaire, he ain't worried about it. It is us, those of us that are on the ground level, that's really on the field, that's really taking this stuff a lot more serious than they are. That's like the NFL teams, the professional athletes. A lot of times, the fans are more invested and more involved than the players. The players lose, they go party that night. They go get them a bunch of women, go to the club. What are the fans doing? They crying, boo-hooing, burning up jerseys, super emotional. The players ain't tripping. The developers, they ain't tripping. Vitalik, he ain't tripping. Charles Hoskins, these dudes ain't tripping. Brad, they ain't tripping. They are already situated. They eating. They already ate. They made a bag. It is us, the ones that are on the ground level, that's having the issues, freaking out. Brother say his wife, his kids, he having issues with the wife and kids. One brother say he lost everything. I mean, it's tough. So I really look at stuff different these days, man. HTTR all day. What is good with it, brother? You say, what up, coach? Just play some bets on the NBA parlay. If I win, all funds will be going into crypto as dry powder. Let's freaking go. I just downloaded that Kausha app. I think that's where you can place the bets. You can place the bets on about anything. Also, when I was looking at my Coinbase earlier today, I see Coinbase even offer some type of little betting platforms now. That's why I'm like, these exchanges, they all about money right now. They trying to find any kind of way they can make money. They allow you to bet on. It's weird. It's a different day than weird. It's not like 2020. It's a different day that we're in. I get it. They all about money. Can't blame them. Peter Westlake say, I'm tired of being bombarded about XRP. I think it's crap. You don't see H bar ramming down your throats. Hey, the XRP army different, brother. Craig B say, Coach, same here. Ethereum used to be king, man. Binance is a coin, way better tokenomics. HTTR all day say, I noticed the same with Ethereum, and that's why I got out. Ethereum seems to be stuck, been that way for a few years. He said, BNB has Binance behind it. It actually generates revenue. Yes, excellent point. HTTR all day say XRP will have its day again. Been better off with ZBEC and XPR. With Ethereum, we just putting are just in the dark vitalic. He said everyone will be dead with no crypto to go up. Cryptocurrency is the depression. They laughing at us. So this is like the Great Depression, huh? Cryptocurrency, it's like we in 1928, 1929, like we going through the Great Depression, waiting on altcoin season. Expected things to multiply and things are just getting beat up. Things are wilting away. Down 80%. AROZ network down 90%. And I'm talking about $10 AROZ network. I'm thinking $10, $8 AROZ network. That thing down to 9 cents. Probably 8 cents right now. So yeah, definitely they taking everything. They taking everything. My portfolio, one of my portfolios was beat down. It was beat down to what was it, $16,000 when I showed y'all some months ago. Then I opened it again some months later, maybe a month later, it was $9,000. Opened it a month after that, it was like 66, 6,500. No telling where it's at right now. So I feel the brother when he say, um, is my video stuck? Can you see me? Audio cool? I feel the brother when he say, man, I should have just cut my losses. I wish I would have cut my losses when I was at $15,000 in that one portfolio. But it is what it is. Kinsley say, if I waited 5 years, I could wait another 5. I get it. Like I said, you have to be dealing and playing with some money that you don't need, that you can do away with, that you don't need within the next 3, 4, 5 years. Fragments, he said, yo, coach, are you going to make me a new coin? Are you going to make a new coin? Yeah, man, those coins, it's a different space that we're in right now. Nobody is willing to hold. If we were to do a community coin, we could really do something special, but you can't count on everybody to be on one accord. It's going to be somebody who's going to do something goofy. They're going to sell. Once that one person see a sale, it's going to crumble. It's going to tank. So I don't have enough. I don't have a big enough community to start a solid coin. Like the Asian fella started the Royal Casino coin. What is it called? Clash Royale. He started the Clash Royale coin. He got 1 million followers. He got 1 million subscribers. So his coin did real good. I was following him. I made money off his coin. His coin's still sitting at 49, $50 million market cap right now. That's huge. There's some coins that's on Coinbase that's nowhere near $50 million market cap. So he had a successful community coin, but he had a large enough community to establish and do something like that. Plus, he already got deep pockets. He already a multimillionaire, so he could afford to keep the coin solid. If somebody sell, he could put $10,000 back in and then keep it afloat. So I'm done with the coins. We tried it; it was successful, but you know we just didn't have enough to sustain it. XYZ, so it's tough. He said we are trapped, no way out now. There's always a way out. Big Briscoe, what's going on, brother? Peter Westlake say make a coin called Xanax that you can only buy after 10 years in crypto. That you can only if we can get a coin to where can't nobody sell, then that'd be awesome. That's how you do it. If you can find a coin to where can't nobody sell until 3 years. If we can get a coin like that and people are just dollar cost averaging in, just add and that thing is multiplying, multiplying, that's how you eat. And then everybody will be able to scale their way out. Everybody can't take out money all at one time. That's how you do it. But How the hell do you do that? He said Wi-Fi is down 50%. What's Wi-Fi? Yeah, but there's some tough times that we're going through. The direction of Bitcoin don't seems to be too solid right now. $72,000 range broke the lows from 2025. Liberation Day 2025, we thought that was horrible. Now we're sitting at levels that are lower than that. Seeing Solana go down, I think that was the one that really made it real for me. XRP $1.50, that's cool. But Solana getting to $90, I think that's the one that really made me say, "Oh, this is real." Oh, WLFI. Oh, Trump coin. Man, that World Liberty Finance, that's another thing, man. Man. And then when I saw Robinhood list, they listed the Trump coin and they listed World Liberty Finance on Robinhood. That's when I said, okay, Robinhood, they in with the BS too. They with the BS too. Big Briscoe, been a minute, man. How you been, brother? Hopefully all has been well with you. Peter Westlake, good night to you, brother. He said it's 1:30 a.m. in Ireland. He said, I thought 2026 was going to be a good year. Well, if you take a look at the way Bitcoin has always went, 2026 is supposed to be a bear market. 2026 is supposed to be when we see um, the crypto winter. You go back, you take a look at the previous cycle, you take a look at the Bitcoin halving of 2020. Always the year of the Bitcoin halving, we see things stabilize. The year after the Bitcoin halving is when we see the all-time high. And the year after seeing the all-time high is when you traditionally see the bear market, is when you see crypto winter. You fast forward to the Bitcoin halving of 2024. The year after the Bitcoin halving, you're supposed to see Bitcoin all-time high. 2025 October 6th, we saw Bitcoin's all-time high, $126,000. The year after seeing Bitcoin's all-time high, you are supposed to see the bear market. You're supposed to see crypto winter. Where are we at right now? We're in 2026, the year after the Bitcoin all-time high of 2025. So we're supposed to see a bear market. This is not shocking. This is not surprising. We're at $72,000, almost $71,000 right now. Some charts may show $71,000. This is not surprising. Down $4,300 in one day. This is not surprising. In 1 month, down $22,000. This is not surprising. So those of us who own one Bitcoin, yeah, we're down $25,000 in 1 month. In one day, down $5,000. It just is what it is. What do you do? What do you do? In 6 months, down $42,000. But you have to know what it is that you signed up to. And when you zoom out, we were buying Bitcoin at $16,000, $17,000. So we're up. I was buying Bitcoin before that when it was uh six, seven, $8,000. So even though I'm getting beat up right now, I made great gains throughout the year. So this is just part of it. This is all part of the foolery. When the prices are going up, it's all good. But when it's going down, it's always tough to see. With $71,969 for one Bitcoin right now. The bleeding is continuing. Solana's $90.79. Earlier, Solana did hit $89. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, that don't even sound right. $89 Solana. I remember a couple of months ago, I was doing transactions with individuals and I'll pay them in Solana. They say, okay, here's my Solana address. couple of $100. So I would send them, or whatever the price was, but I would send them like point 0.5 Solana, and that would take care of the whole bill. But shit, a half a Solana right now is only $45. That right there really got me stuck. One soul is $90. That's crazy. That is crazy. But that's the reality that we're in right now. So 2026 is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Digital money, what's going on, brother? You say, Coach, I'm down $21,000. It's looking like a circus out here. All bad. Join the club. Join the club, my brother. Join the club, man. But this is this part is what we were expecting. We were expecting 2026 to look like this. But 2025 is what caught us slipping. 2025, we were not expecting to see altcoins get destroyed the way that they did. I think that right there is what got everybody toe up. HTT, he say, I want to see Solana down to $8 again. Well, if Bitcoin get cut in half again, Bitcoin's at 70, 71. If it get cut in half again, get to 35K, that means Solana will get cut in half plus. So Solana will get to maybe $25. You talk about a 25, if so, a $25 Solana, boy, I would load the effing boat. I can't wait till altcoins get down. I can't wait till the bottom of the market arrive. You talking about stacking dry powder, man? Any little extra jobs I can do, sign me up. I might start selling barbecue on the weekend. Make some extra money so I can have some dry powder ready for the bottom of this crypto winter. I ain't gonna do Uber. I don't like. I ain't about to do no. I ain't about to do no DoorDash, none of that stuff. But those of you who got to, shouts out to you. But I'll crank that barbecue pit up. Start selling some barbecue plates. Making some extra dry powder, man. Getting ready for crypto winter. Let me know. I'll email y'all or I'll ship y'all a barbecue plate. Let me know. He said whales are going to be left holding heavy bags. No, whales don't never hold the bags, bro. We the bag holders. Whales do not hold the bags. Hey, we just got to sit around and wait. You know, it's like being in a horror movie. You paid your ticket. You downloaded the app. You the one loaded money on this app. You the one said you knew about cryptocurrency. You knew what the hell you was doing. Sit in that seat and watch this movie. You once said you like scary movies, right? Sit your butt down, eat that popcorn, and watch the movies. Man, Wells Ben got out while we was trying to find a strategy. Shouts out to HTTR all day. You already know what time it is. You already know. The Wells been bounced. Starts in Philly, Black Panther. Craig Beats. Take care of your people. Yeah, buy the dip, they say. Buy the dip. You buy the dip, and the dip gonna keep dipping. That's what tore us up in 2025. Buying them damn dips. A few days later, the dip on us again. He said Trump gonna run with all that crypto money. Trump already ran with the crypto money. Trump already ran with the bag. All that money we poured into it, we poured it right into that brother pocket. All that dollar cost averaging we was doing, we was dollar cost averaging right into the Trump legacy portfolio. His kids won't have to work because of us. He said, look at base coin, GME, and many more. Don't even move. Don't even move. It's a wrap. Yeah, definitely been a tough slide. The slide been nasty for sure. But what can you do? All you can do is try to plan for whatever the next move is. Bitcoin's going up and down with 72,700 now. We was just at 71. So it's all over the place. Solana's back at 91.63. Ethereum $2,157. I mean, things are all over the place. Bitcoin get wild at nighttime. Bitcoin like the boogeyman. He said, look at, yeah, just been all over the place. So just continue to strategize, man. Find what strategy works right for you. Some folks are exiting a little bit, waiting to try to find wherever the bottom is. If they're thinking Bitcoin's going to get down to $53,000, they're exiting right now. They say, damn, this is a super official crypto winner. He says, stock, would you swap a play that's in a loss to a completely new play, or just, oh, no, I wouldn't transfer into no completely new play? Because they all are running on the same accord. None, you don't. There's not too many plays in the green. You might find one play out of 1,000, two plays out of 1,000, but they are all running the same bloodline. If one of them dip, they all dipping. If XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin dipping, they all dipping. So going from one to another, no, you're just going from one disaster to the next disaster. But this is exciting to me because this is when success happens. Success happens in the bear market, and then it gets produced in the bull market. We're just planting the seeds right now. We're just doing the labor right now. We're doing the research, and then all of the fruits from our labors will start to produce in the bull market. He say switching from one turd to the next turd, pretty much. He say all this Dubai boy will lose it all. Man, definitely been a tough start for the year, but this is not any surprise. This is what we expected. We always know the year after Bitcoin hit its top, that's when we're going to see the bear market. Bitcoin hit its top last year, October 2025. This is 2026. We are supposed to be seeing a bear market. So you shouldn't be shocked. You shouldn't be surprised. The only reason why you would be shocked and surprised, the only reason why you would be surprised that you're down right now is if you were not part of a cryptocurrency community. If you are not in anybody's Patreon, if you haven't been hanging out with the Stock Holiday crew, then you'll be surprised. So don't move around as a lone wolf. Hit the subscribe button so you can stay notified when we do the lives. Join us in the Patreon if you want to be involved in a cryptocurrency group. You got access to hit me on the side with the direct messages. We could chop it up all day. We be online talking all day in the chat messages in the Patreon. Whatever questions you got, you can hit me on the chat in the Patreon. So we're going to see how the rest of this week go, how the rest of this month go, February. We saw what January did, but this is going to be a continual grind in 2026. So that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.